Yo, it's Remember the Show. Slick with the flows, where the sparring can go. Who's gonna be on, man, you never will know. Guess you better tune in, cause we live from Chicago. Belal Muhammad, that's the king of the tweets. Jason Anik looks like John, step his hands to his feet. Every Thursday, we gon' give you a treat. It's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat. And retweet, and retweet, and retweet. And retweet, it's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat.
Episode 9. Remember the show. Belal, remember the name Muhammad, Jason Anik. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Special thank you to the veterans, albeit a day late, celebrating Veterans Day yesterday. Thank you. We appreciate you. Belal Muhammad, what is up, my brother? How are you?
What's up, my brother? Another
How's things
day,
in Chi-Town,
week.
man?
Man, it's cold out here. It's freezing. Literally, I'm sitting there Monday jogging outside. It's nice outside. Now today, I'm having to pull out my Canada Goose jacket. It's cold outside, man. The weather's out here crazy, and they just put us on another lockdown, so it's about to get interesting out here.
I hear you. Well, I can't relate down in South Florida. Well, anyway, man, today, November 12th, special day in UFC history. I'm not talking about 2016. I got to give Ariel Helwani a little shout out. You know, he posted this today, which sort of got me going. But I'm not talking about 2016 with McGregor and Alvarez, first fight at MSG. I'm not talking about 2011, first UFC on Fox 1, Velasquez, JDS. I'm talking about UFC 1. I know you were in preschool, Belal. I know our producer, Cody Merrow, was an infant. But I'll never forget where I was 1993 with a bunch of my friends. I had just turned 15, getting ready to watch UFC 1, no rules. And just watching some of the highlights today of Royce Gracie and watching his first couple opponents tap and not even be recognized that it's a tap. And just the whole night was just amazing. And I vividly remember it. I'm sure you don't, but what a special day to sort of look back 27 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy how you say that. And like just me going back and looking at all the old highlights and stuff like that. Like you always want to pay attention to history and how much the game has grown, and look where we are now and how much better the fighters are getting. And it's crazy how stuff is right now. And like how much jiu-jitsu meant back then, where like a small guy could sit there, no weight classes or anything, and he could tap out the guys that you would never expect. And it was the start of something great.
It's unbelievable. And just watching the starts of the fight and watching him shoot for the takedowns, it was unbelievable. Well, you know, and I remember as a kid watching, you know, they were allowed to hit in the balls, and, you know, I guess it was like a $1,500 fine if you did that. But speaking of balls, we got to shift to the main topic of the week, and your boy Paul Felder taking a fight against a former champ on 5 days' notice. Balls of steel. Talk to me about your boy, the Irish Dragon.
Man, Paul the triathloner Felder, man, this is amazing. Honestly, it was one of those where it was honestly the perfect fight, the perfect person, the perfect opponent. I felt like where it was honestly, I think it's a bigger fight than Islam Makhachev. Paul's got a huge name, and just the storyline behind it, where he was sitting there already talking about retirement. He was done. He only wanted to stick to commentating. He was talking about doing a triathlon in March, training, and it's crazy how stuff works out, because he was literally, you see him posting like running 15 miles, swam 2 miles, biking 25 miles. He was like nonstop. The guy was addicted to the sport, and he was going so hard.
Well, and, you know, on Remember the Show, you see him at the end of a night, and he's, you know, can eat whatever he wants just because he's burning calories all day. And so, you know, hopefully the 5-round fight, the cardio will translate well for him. I can't wait to see it. For RDA, you know, to spin it to that side, I mean, the matchup for him, from his standpoint, well, it's certainly a different matchup. He might not have to, well, I don't want to speak. Talk to me about the matchup. Let me hear you. What's the difference for RDA?
Honestly, that's what I said. Like John posted it earlier, where the guys that accept the short notice fight don't get that respect. Like it's always, Paul Felder stepped up. Obviously, he's a man. He's a beast for doing that. Like he didn't go through no camp or anything, and he's going to cut all that weight. But still, RDA, it's a whole different type of matchup, a whole different type of style. And he's saying yes to the fight. Where that's why I feel like you've had guys before where they've turned down short notice fights. John Jones turned down Chael Sonnen on a couple of days' notice because he said, I need a full camp. It's a different type of style of fight. I'm not going to fight this guy on short notice. Guys refuse to fight short notice fights, whether they've done a full camp or not, just because styles make fights. And Paul Felder, you're going from a wrestler, more grappler style and Islam to Paul Felder, who literally probably the toughest guy in the division, where you can see even in like Dan Hooker's last fight with Poirier, where they're going back and forth, going to war, and Poirier is fighting for the title, basically, I feel like, against Conor McGregor. And Paul was right there toe-to-toe with Dan Hooker. And I feel like he's on that level, and I feel like that's why he wasn't getting the respect that he deserved. And that's why I felt like he was, like you said, he was on his way out. Like he felt like they weren't talking about him, putting him in a title shot, but he can come in now. This is a whole legend story right here. He comes in, he knocks out RDA, former champion, 5 days notice. This guy was coming off the couch. The last guy that came off the couch was coming off the triathlon training. There was Nate Diaz against Conor McGregor, and we saw how his life changed after that one day when he tapped out Conor McGregor. And people don't understand that. I feel like, honestly, Paul's in a scenario now where it's a win-win, because it's 100%. Like you're going out there, nobody expects you to win, and you don't have that pressure of, man, I just wasn't with my daughter for the last 8 weeks. I had to do a full camp in Milwaukee in the cold by myself. I didn't have to do all that this time. It was, fight week, I'm ready to go. I can make weight. The weight cut's gonna be hard, but we talked about him earlier today. He says, he was really close to weight. He said he's gonna make it pretty easily. So that was the only thing I was worried about. Now it's just, he's fought his whole life. He's been in so many fights. So now it's just like riding bikes, literally going in there and fighting. He doesn't need a training camp to do that. He just needs to go in there. Once he gets punched once, Paul, anytime I spar him, you hit him with something good, he gets that red in his eyes and he's ready to go. I'm like, man, I can't wait to see this fight. It's going to be super excited.
Well, and I guess it's tough to measure, but can there be a benefit from not going through a grueling camp?
Oh, that's the thing I'd say too. It's a huge benefit, honestly, because you usually get more injured in camps. You get little injuries, little tweaks. Oh, my ankle's a little sore, something like that, because you're sparring 2-3 times a week sometimes, and you're going through a full strength training regimen, and you're sitting there running all the time, and you're sitting there dieting. Paul has to really diet hard for 8 weeks, where he's sitting there. I'm looking at him. He's measuring stuff, measuring his food, and that stuff, it takes a toll on you mentally. And like I said, like his biggest thing was, I want to be with my daughter. I miss being with her. I don't want to do this anymore where I can't be with her all the time because I have to go to Milwaukee. So now it's the best of both worlds. He was with his daughter all last week. He just has to miss her for 1 week. And his weight was already low. He's been riding so much, running so much. His weight was the lowest it's ever been. So like it put him in this scenario where he could take a short notice fight. Like I don't think he was ever able to do that before. Even when he was on huge wins and big contention fights, like he was never able to do that because he would walk around at 95. Now he's walking around in his 70s.
Yeah, he's saying it on the show he was 75. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, and he was already flying out there to commentate. So hey, just strap him up and get some extra coins in the bank account and everything's good. Well, anyway, so we're gonna get to that fight later. We're gonna make you pick it, even though it's your boy. So without hesitation, let's get to Bully's Bix. All right, hold on. A little cold in here.
My dude.
Oh, sorry. I know I'm in South Florida, but it's air conditioned. How fresh is that? How fresh is that?
That's a fresh city right there.
So, I found a way to get it, but we got to let everyone know how to get it. It's clicking the link on Bully B170, right? Clicking the link in the bio.
On my bio, guys, on Instagram. It changes your life. Once you put that sweater on, you get a whole new feeling. It's a whole different confidence. You walk with a different swag.
And no doubt about it. Well, so I just wanted you to know I was representing, and I, just had to give you a little shout out there. It might make me sweat a little bit on the brow, but we got to represent.
Appreciate that, brother.
All day. All right, let's get to it. So funny enough, I don't want to jinx your boy Brendan Allen, but last week we talked about Brendan Allen and we didn't pick his fight. And then Heinisch tests positive for COVID and he doesn't fight. But we got to talk about BA. BA, once again, getting another fight. Sean Strickland, 21-3, just fought on Halloween 2 weeks ago. Quick thoughts on on the matchup for your boy, BA.
I actually like the matchup. Strickland, he looked good his last fight. He was getting kind of cocky, dropping his hands, talking a lot during it. But his opponent was nowhere near on the level that Brendan Allen's on. Brendan Allen's going to be the guy that's going to be moving forward in your face. I really like this matchup for Brendan. He put in a tough camp. So I'm happy that they were able to get him a quick turnaround. So I like Brendan Allen in this fight. It's a good matchup for him, and I think he's going to pull out on top and get another finish.
Hard not to root for your boy once again. Let's hope he actually gets to make the walk. All right, so let's move to it. Main card odds via MyBookie. 3-pack as always. We'll start in the middleweight division. Julian Marquez, minus 290, pretty heavy favorite, versus, I'm going to try this one, Sapperbeck, plus 230. Who do you got?
That was a good pronunciation right there. John Anik will be proud right there.
Yeah, I hope.
But Julian's been out for a while. He's been out for like a couple of years. I know he had a couple of injuries, but he was one of those guys I was excited for coming out the Contender Series. He had a couple fights. His last fight was a split decision, but I like the guy. He looks hungry. I've been following him. He looks like he's been hungry to get back in there. He's still young. I think this is going to be a good fight, good matchup style-wise for him, and I like those odds on that fight. I think he's going to come out on this top and he's going to win. I
like that. Yeah, Cody, appreciate you putting up the odds. I didn't get to it. I will say last week 6-4, cooled off a little bit. We'll gain a little more fire this week. Second fight, co-main event in the welterweight division. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, minus 235 versus Chaos Williams. I think Florian and the Duck were on different sides of this one. So Al Hassan minus 235, Chaos Williams plus 195. Thoughts on this one, Bully?
I really like Razak in this one. His last fight, he went against a monster, and it was his first fight coming back off a huge layoff, a 2-year layoff because of court case and everything like that. But he was able to get through it. I think it was a lot. His last fight was a lot to ring rust, and just his opponent was a lot tougher than everybody expected, honestly. But I think this guy comes out like a bullet. He got so many hard combinations. He hits like a freaking truck. I think skill-wise, style-wise, it all is for him right now, and I think he's going to come out this one on top. He's hungry for another win, so I think he's going to win this matchup easily.
Got it. All right, well, we just chopped it up a little bit about the main event in the lightweight division. Rafael Dos Anjos, minus 190 versus Paul the Irish Dragon Felder, plus 155. I believe Felder opened plus 140. Some money coming in on RDA. Can't wait for this one, man. We chopped it up before, so we're going to force you to make a pick. Let's hear it.
Style-wise, I like this matchup for Paul. RDA's his last 2 fights were at 170, or last 3 fights were at 170, and they were losses, but they were to Leon Edwards and Michael Chiesa, a lot bigger guys that took him down and took it, laid on top of him, used their weight size on top of him. But for me, Paul's one of those guys. The last grappler he went against was Oliveira, and as you can see, Oliveira hasn't lost since then. Oliveira's looked like a monster, and Paul finished him in the guard. Paul's a hard guy to take down. He's a hard guy to submit. And, on the feet, Paul's one of those guys. He's going to stay in your face. And that's RDA's weakness. He doesn't like guys staying in their face. Usually RDA breaks guys by staying in their face, and the guys back up, and then they end up gassing out, and they just hate that style. But guys like Tony Ferguson, who stayed in his face the whole time, Paul's going to be that type of guy. He's going to stay in his face, and he's going to break him. I got Paul in this one.
I like it. Well, with no further ado, representing Toms River, New Jersey, this UFC legend has competed and contended in 3 divisions in the UFC. He's the former UFC lightweight champion, defended it 3 times. We are thrilled to welcome Frankie the Answer Edgar to the show.
What's up, guys? Let's go. Let's go.
What's up, brother?
How you guys doing?
Man, we appreciate you being on, man.
No, my pleasure, man. Looking forward to this.
Appreciate you coming on. That was a nice Bruce Buffer introduction right there. That got me hype right now. I was like, man, I forgot he was 3 weight classes.
Hey, yeah, right?
Weidman's about to get it. Come on.
Well, Frankie, you're doing podcasts yourself. You're a veteran, whether it's fighting or commentating. This should be a piece of cake for you.
Oh, I don't know if I go that far, but yeah, we're going to see how we do.
Well, speaking of the devil, competing out of Garden City, New York, currently the UFC's 10th ranked middleweight, but the former UFC middleweight champion. He also defended it 3 times. Ladies and gentlemen, another honor to be joined by Chris, the All-American. Audio, but the beautiful face is on your screen.
Did you click the audio, Chris? There should be a button that says allow audio.
Come on, Weidman.
He's choking.
Hey, no, he's not. He's punctual. I think he can hear us.
How about now?
There you
Perfect.
go.
We got you.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, I was so scared. I was like, I can't
I
fail
thought we
this
were gonna have
early
another
on.
incident. Wonder Boy was choking last week. Wonder Boy's like, man, I'm clicking it. It's not working. I was like, nah, Chris doesn't know it either. Come on.
Oh, bro, no, Wonder Boy is literally the worst. I can't even play. I'll play video games with anybody. I try to chill out late in the night. I'll play. I'm not like super crazy about it. I can't play with him. He is literally clueless. He plays more than anybody I know, and he is the worst player I know. He is, and he's just annoying to play with. He just is like just talking to people. I don't know. He's too nice.
Well, we ain't gonna get nice on this show. Let's get the game show started.
Let's
Cody.
go. Are we live?
Rules of the game show, gentlemen. Questions will go back and forth. If you know the correct answer, shout bully. If you get the answer wrong, opponent gets the points. The answer correct, you get the points. High score wins. Can't wait to watch.
Yeah, Chris, we are live.
Frankie!
No,
We're live on TV.
Bro, I feel super pale right now. Everyone else is so much tanner than me. Damn it.
It's the light. It's the lighting, bro.
Well, these are the categories for today, guys. First category, what doesn't belong. You're gonna see a couple pictures, and you're gonna decide which one of these is not right.
All right.
Okay.
Second category, who is he or she? These are guy fighters with girl filters, and you got to tell me who these guy fighters are. This is face mash. These are two fighters face mashed together. You got to tell me who both fighters are. And this is word scramble. So it's like a fighter's name. I scrambled the letters in her name. First one of you guys to get it, shout bully. You get the points.
All right, let's do it.
Frankie, you were here first, so I'll let you pick the first category.
Let's go. 100. What doesn't belong?
What doesn't belong?
Ooh, I like it.
So, what doesn't belong? I was born in Nigeria. You have Francis Ngannou, Adesanya,
Bully.
Weidman.
Yusuf. Oh, wait, I was born in Nigeria. I'm thinking Africa.
Oh, I got it. I got the points.
The
What were you
answer
doing?
was
I
Francis
heard you yell
Ngannou.
at Yusuf.
He was born
You
in
broke the rule.
Cameroon.
I couldn't see the thing. All right.
Me neither.
Sorry. I'll try to repeat that one to you guys out loud. Points. Oh, where did what's it called go, Cody? Points go to
So
Frankie.
for purposes of today's show, Chris is going to be Wonder Boy and Frankie's going to be Karen because they're stunning
That's great.
resemblance.
Points go to Frankie. Frankie's up 100. Next category.
I'm
You
happy,
pick again,
I'm
Frankie.
happy to be Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Frankie, you continue.
Winners keepers. Let's go. Let's go. Face mash 200.
Face mash 200. Two fighters' faces.
Bully. Oh.
Frankie.
Felder and and Dos Anjos.
Oh,
You got it. I thought you were choking right there.
that was awesome. Good job.
Follow those signals. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, we are sponsored today by House of Rugs and our new sponsor, Hang Time. So the winner of the show gets a free rug and a free pair of gym shoes from Hang Time. So you guys got to send me your sizes once you guys win.
Okay.
All right. The sizes are already in the inbox.
Frankie, you get points go to you. Continue on.
We'll go. Who is he or she for 100?
Who is he or she for 100? This is a guy fighter with a girl. Chris.
Wait, so this is a guy fighter with a girl's.
Filter.
Wait, so I'm picking a guy. A guy. It looks like.
Yeah,
right?
it's a guy fighter. One fighter. 3, 2.
Ah!
Can I
got
say it?
nothing.
Can I say it?
Frankie. Go ahead, Frankie.
Is it Dillashaw? No.
Dominic Cruz.
Bro, you're in the same weight
I was
class.
at 35er.
Oh my God! Yeah, I just didn't have it.
All
Didn't
right.
have it.
No one will get those points, and Frankie attempted it. So, Chris, I'll let you pick the next category.
Thank you for giving it a shot, Frankie.
Hey, try.
All right. What doesn't belong? 400.
What doesn't belong for 400? All right,
Bully.
Chris. I won a contract on a contender series. So which one of these didn't win a contract on a contender series?
Calvin Qatar.
You got it, Commentator.
Let's go.
Okay. Chris comes out on top now. That was a big 400.
That was a big one. But I should have picked
one.
He's on a computer, aren't you?
Nah.
No? Damn.
Chris, continue on. Next category.
Wait, so what's the scrambler again? Can I ask that?
It's a name scramble. So it's the fighter's name. I just scrambled the letters in the name. You have to just
Let's go the scrambler for 100, please.
Scrambler for 100. Which fighter's name?
Got it. Bully. Dustin Poirier.
Boom. That was quick. Okay, we're even now. We got a tie game here. Frankie, you're up.
Scrambler 400.
Scrambler 400.
Oh, he's feeling the scramblers. Right here.
Bully.
Who do we give that to, Jason?
Gotta be Chris.
No
Thank
way.
you. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Up that name.
that was a big 400 right there.
That was a big one. You fed that one to me.
You're up, Chris.
Okay. I will do face smash for 100.
Face smash for 100.
Me. Bully.
Bully.
Frankie.
Brian Ortega and Zabit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a good one.
That is a great one. That was a great one.
All right, we got a game here. You're up, Frankie.
Let's go. What doesn't belong 300?
What doesn't belong 300? Which one of these fighters was not on the Ultimate Fighter?
Bully.
Chris.
Rodriguez.
Nope.
Dan Ige. Yair was actually on the Mexican Ultimate Fighter.
How many was that?
That was 300.
You didn't give him a chance. He didn't get a chance to rebuttal. He might have wanted to do a rebuttal there.
Yeah, I knew that. Come on, I had it.
You're up, Frankie.
Of course, all these guys, they don't have to go on the Ultimate Fighter show. They just skip right to the
UFC. Let's go. Who is he or she for 300?
Who is he or she for 300?
Damn, dude. What? These are hard.
This is a good one.
Bully.
Chris.
Damn it. Does he have to rebuttal or he could just stay quiet?
He can stay quiet and you lose the point.
I'm going Dustin Poirier. TJ Dillashaw. Dustin Poirier.
Dude.
I guess that's why I popped onto the screen as a hint.
I thought Jason popped on for a reason. I was like, all right, Jason knows.
What?
It was John Anik.
A decade ago.
I am not good at face smash. That is official. Face smash and me, I'm not good. I can't get it.
Points go to Frankie. Frankie, you're in the lead now. You're up.
Karen's in the lead.
Karen's taking it. Let's go Scrambler 200.
Scrambler 200. Here we go.
Bully. Paul Felder.
Boom. Dang, Frankie's the fast with these.
Come on.
This guy's a freak. Put me against a genius out here. Go hunting.
You're up, Frankie.
Let's finish this category. 300 Scrambler.
Scrambler 300. This is a big one right here, Chris.
God, what?
Come on.
Oh, my God.
Weight class 170. Fighting for the title.
What?
A Bully. Gilbert.
Oh, my God.
Gilbert Burns.
I thought the last name would have been easier.
Why is that so hard to see?
The last name was so easy. It was like 4 letters.
I could not put that last name together.
All right. He's running away with it, Chris. You're up, Frankie.
What doesn't belong 200?
What doesn't belong 200?
Bully.
I was born in Brazil. Chris.
I can't see. Can you make it bigger again, please? Some guy. Mackenzie Dern.
Ooh.
Wow. We're giving this guy a year to finish the answer.
That was a long time, Chris. That was a
what?
long time. You said bully.
We'll
When you say bully with confidence, you gotta have the answer ready.
That's
Oh,
right.
I thought we had. I thought you last time you counted me down. I was just waiting for the countdown.
All right,
I wanted to
I'll
be
tell you when the
suspenseful.
countdown. That was big. That was
All right,
big.
listen.
600-point
Wonder
lead
Boy's
here.
making a comeback here.
You're up, Chris.
I can't. Is who is she or he? Is that available for 400?
400's available.
All right. I don't. That was bully.
Oh, damn, dude. Come on.
Oh my God. So Matt Serra.
That is. There's only one
There you
person.
go. Oh yeah, that's right, Matt Serra. I'm trying to figure out whose hair that was.
She's not a bad-looking girl.
Oh man. All right.
That was
we
actually
got
Longo's
close
hair.
Chris.
now. That was Longo's hair.
That was a big one right there.
Great. Long hair don't care. They love it. That was my Longo impression. All right. Who is she or he for 200, please?
Who's he or she for 200? This is a good one.
Bully.
Got you.
That was close. Jason, I need a breath.
What?
It's Frankie.
Come on. I
It was
crushed him.
Frankie.
Yo,
was
see, it's
Frankie.
amazing. Jason, don't let him bully you, man. I could have started acting aggressive too. Frankie, you got
Yeah,
aggressive
no.
because you're wrong. You're insecure.
No, the deal. Come on.
Bro, this is hysterical.
Come on, bro. He's not a bad looking chick, bro.
I need an answer, Frankie.
Ali Abdelaziz.
Oh,
That is
man.
great.
This is a 400-point lead right here. This is tight. This is a tight race right here.
All
We
right.
got 700 points left. Next one's a big one. You're up, Jason.
Face smash 300.
Face match 300. This is two fighters, guys.
Bully.
Chris.
Oh, come on.
Ally, Quinta, and
3, 2. The hair. 1.
Wonder Boy.
No, you said one.
That
You
was
said one.
big. That was big.
Let's go.
Oh, you said one, but and then he said it. You said time.
I got it.
I didn't say 0.
I got it right. Yo, you got the push. We both said it at the same time, and you got the push on the last one.
That was a Hey, it comes down to this question right here. This is a question for it all, guys. Winner takes all right here. This is the closest game we had on the
what's
show.
left? I can't really see. Is it face smash?
Face match for 400. Here we go, guys.
Bully.
Frankie.
Peter Yan and Aljo. Peter Yan and Aljo. Take the cake. Come on.
That was huge right there. Come on, Chris. That's your boy.
I know. I mean, I had it, but I felt rude. You know, every time I would say it at the same time as Frankie, he would get the W over me. So I didn't want to,
Hey.
piss him off.
We have a remember the show
slow down
champion,
in South Carolina.
I'm getting. Oh, definitely.
Frankie,
Definitely.
the
That's
answer,
way more
Edgar.
chill pace here.
Another title added to your name. The floor is yours, Frankie. How does it feel to be another champion?
It feels great. You know, I'm glad to share the floor with my man Weidman. He's a hell of a guy, and we had a good time tonight.
Awesome.
Chris, all right, man. It's all right. Don't worry.
I couldn't even see myself when you spoke. You're so popular. Jeez, they made you the whole screen. I disappeared. I was no longer here. But it was a good time, and obviously, again, to hang out with Frankie's always a privilege. And Belal, I appreciate you doing the show. And Jason, I don't think we've ever met before.
No,
But
we haven't.
hey, your brother's the man. You look exactly like him, and you sound like him too. So you got it going on, and you got way cooler hair.
Well, same DNA, but you guys, for me to be able to sit here and talk with you guys and Frankie, with respect, a little long. I mean, I'm 42, but you're creeping on me a little bit. So,
yeah, that's for sure.
I've been watching you guys for a long time, and we appreciate you guys being on so much. But I have to, I know I'm not going to get any answers out of you, but both of you, I know, are coming off W's. So we're hoping to see you guys soon. I know the holiday's coming up. Chris, you were injured. You had some torn cartilage or something. So
yeah, I had a torn
what's up?
cartilage. So I'm looking to fight sometime mid-January. I'll be good to go. So whoever they want to give me, I'm in.
Frankie,
Yeah, I'm thinking about that time too. I just got some stem cell treatment, kind of letting that settle in. But I'm back in the gym, so I'm working towards it.
Another question I want to ask you guys. Like, you
where
guys
are
are in a
you
different.
right
Where in my
now?
basement?
Are you laying upside down? What is that chair? I'm
That is a weird- yeah, you do look like you're laying down.
I'm lounging.
hey, he just won the show on a phone, and it's tough to play that game on a phone. So He's chilling.
But another question I got to ask you guys. You guys were from a different era back in the day when like you didn't have to do trash talk to get fights or anything like that. Chris, I know a lot of these up and comers out here trying to tweet and talk trash here and like trying to get that to get a fight with you. Like, does that affect you at all? Like, or does it not affect you at all? Like I said, like you guys are the type where it's like you guys earn your spot where it shouldn't be like where you have these guys like trying to talk trash or doing Twitter tweets and stuff like that to like try to get something going with you guys. I'm like, dude, these guys are like legends of the game. Like it should be what they can choose who they want to fight type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just get it. You know, we both came from the wrestling background where it was all about being humble, you know, win or lose. But even, you know, as time passed, you know, the entertainment value became super important inside mixed martial arts, and you've seen it with guys like Conor McGregor, and who could do both, you know, and the younger kids, they're getting used to it from the get-go. They're learning that it's important to have that entertainment value and to talk trash and get people excited for a fight. And, you know, it comes off as being disrespectful to your opponent. But
let's be real. Most of the guys are bad at it, you know. That's why I don't do it. I'm not
100%. I've said things. I've said so many things at this point where I felt uncomfortable just because I had to, like, you know, talk trash a little bit, keep it going, get people talking, you know, create bad press for myself, basically.
Right.
And it's I gotta do it, you know, I gotta say it. But yeah, it's not natural, you know. I don't think for really too many people to like pretend you hate somebody, like unless like I don't know how many people actually really do hate each other, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know these guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
That's what I look at, like how you say, where it's like some guys where you tell they're trying too hard and they're trying to like force it, and I'm like, bro, you don't have to force it. Like, where you guys guys that are like sitting there having to curse you out and things like that, where you're. But then you guys that are like really good, like a Leon Edwards who doesn't have that social media presence, where he's really good at fighting, 9-5 winning streak, monster, but like fans aren't like gravitating toward him because he's not talking.
Yeah.
But a guy that you did call out, Weidman, is a new hype train that's fighting him. Comes out like, what do you think about that? You believe in the hype train or not?
I don't know. Who knows? You know, he might be the best thing, you know, since sliced bread. I have no idea. That's what's exciting about it. But you know, he hasn't fought anybody good yet to really get a true gauge on it. You know, the UFC's really behind him. You know, so I thought I wanted to fight him only because, listen, if he really is that good, I want to be inside the cage with the best guys. And if he's not that good, I would love to expose him. So it was like a win-win for me. So I just had a hard time of imagining someone throwing me around the octagon like he has came accustomed to in a lot of his fights. And he hasn't really, you know, we'll see, you know, we'll see. It's crazy. He's fighting the number 3 ranked guy in the world, his second fight ever. Yeah, in the UFC, in the second fight at welterweight.
Yeah. What do you think about Adesanya moving up? Do you think, because you moved up, you fought in that weight class, do you think that 205 is a good risk for him to take or no?
I think styles make fights, and I actually think that's a good matchup for him. Jan. I think, you know, Blachowicz. Did you say Blachowicz? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that works.
He's a super dangerous dude, but Adesanya is just really good on the feet, you know, and I think Adesanya has seen guys like that plenty of times in his career. And so, yeah, I think that's a good matchup for Adesanya. But I do think Blachowicz is a tougher matchup for like a John Jones. I think that's a tough matchup. You know, just like a guy who hits super hard. He's dangerous. Yeah.
Frankie, what do you think about you're in a new weight class. What do you think about the title fight that's coming up with Aljo and Peter?
Yeah, I'm interested to see that one. I mean, Peter Yan looked really good. You know, really solid on his feet, hard to take down. But him too. I don't think he's fought like the top guys quite yet.
Agreed.
You know, Rye looked good. Aldo obviously is a top guy. I don't want to say that, but he's kind of been on the downside maybe as of lately. And Aljo's been looking great. I feel like he's getting better and better every time he steps in there. His last fight against Sanhagen, man, he you know, put the screws to him quick. So he's got ability, man. If he catches you in that position, you're going to get caught in trouble.
Have you seen Peter Yan's loss outside of the UFC? Like, I feel like his only loss was against a good grappler, a guy that really was able to out-grapple him a little bit. So, like, I haven't really seen him go against a hard grappler in the UFC.
Yeah, the guy he lost actually, he trains with us here in Jersey.
Does he?
Yeah, and I think Aljo's actually training with him, right?
He literally just left Vegas and came here, so he was training with Aljo.
Yeah.
So yeah, he another really grappling heavy guy. So I mean, yeah, that's probably a good style match.
And I think they fought twice though, right?
Yeah, they fought twice.
Yes,
Yeah.
they both split decisions. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well,
So
guys,
Chris, you're in North Carolina or South Carolina now?
I'm in South Carolina. I'm right like on the border of North Carolina, right by Charlotte.
Okay.
So I'm like 15 minutes away from Charlotte Airport, but like on the south, but in South Carolina.
And so would your camp, if you don't mind me asking, you don't know would you end up back in New York or getting close to camp? Or?
Yeah, the plan is as soon as I get a fight, I'll probably be back in New York for a bunch. I'll go to Wonder Boys. I'll train out there for a little bit. I'll train out here. There's some good fighters here as well in the Charlotte area. But I'll probably do most of my camp in New York.
Gotcha. Yeah, Longo.
Did you do your last camp more so in your basement? I feel like you were doing a lot of it in your basement.
I was preparing to do stuff in my basement during the coronavirus, but my fight got canceled. What's his name? Damn it! Who's the Swedish kid?
Edmund?
Jack Hermanson.
Oh, Hermanson.
Yeah, that's right.
He couldn't get to the U.S. That was going to be in the beginning of June. So then I had to postpone. But then I started training in my gym again.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you guys coming on the show, man. It was awesome to have you guys on. Honestly, it's an honor to have you guys on the show. It's crazy to be talking to you, legends like that. But thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Jason, you have anything?
Seriously, the legends, and enjoy the holidays. We'll be looking forward to seeing you both in January. And Frankie, I gotta say, like, my brother can run his mouth all he wants about this FE tattoo. I'm gonna hold it too. The 209 tattoo was a bet. The FE tattoo is, for the legend. Okay, that's
near and
not
dear.
a bet.
I love it.
So just know that I'm holding. He how many times he's gonna bring it up? So we gotta
make it happen.
I apologize. 1 second, Chris. When you lose the show, you have to do a tweet.
Okay.
And today's tweet was going to be Chicago-style pizza, greater than sign, New York-style pizza.
Oh, man.
And you just have to tweet that out. You have to tweet that out. You can't say it's because remember the show. You just have to tweet that out. And then you have to get all the
you left New York and now you're tweeting this. They're going to disown you.
Bro, this is not – can we pick something else to say?
That's not a bad one.
That's like coming down on a religion, man. That's like,
right?
Saying like something bad about Christians or Muslims. Like, come on, man.
I had Gilbert Burns tweet out, John Jones will lose to Adesanya. And Gilbert Burns had so many people in his DMs calling him a loser, a traitor on the ball. So I was like, this one's a good one. Both of you guys are East Coast. I'm sorry. This is a big one.
All right. Send me exactly what you want me to say. Send it to me on Instagram.
You're the man.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you,
guys, good times, man.
All right, yeah. All right, guys, take care. Yeah, peace out.
Bully, man, it's like you just keep bringing them, man. It's every week. It's just this week I don't know if I found out till Monday or Tuesday, but it's like Weidman and Edgar, bang, dude. Another one in the books, awesome. Man.
It's crazy. It's like the funnest part is finding people to come on because like you wouldn't expect them just to be so like humble and saying yeah. Like I'm sitting there like I just went at the DMs. Oh yeah, for sure, I'm down, bro. And I'm like. You don't really talk to these guys, but then when you see their DM, they're just like cool people. You're like, I'm expecting them to say no and be more like reluctant to come on the show. But a lot of these people are like excited to come on.
I believe it. Well, and it's when you talk to them about trash talking, someone they're fighting against or building up the fight that way. It's like what I've found with all these fighters on the roster. It's like it's not that a lot of eclectic, different types of people, but everyone is really. Pretty down to earth and a good human being across the board. I mean, it's, you have to be a pretty motivated, hardworking individual with a lot of good qualities to sort of become a fighter, man. And man, across the board, man, it's just, I'm privileged to talk to all of you, including the host of the show.
Yeah. Like you said, it's like one of those where a lot of people meet you for the first time and they're expecting you to be mean or angry. And a lot of people are like, always surprised when they meet me and they're like, so excited. And like that same way with me where I'm like, Frankie Edgar, he was the first fight I've ever went to. I flew to Vegas to watch him fight Gray Maynard in the draw, and it was like it's a legend of the game. And you saw that fight, and now you're talking to the guy, and it's like he's just so down to earth. He's so cool, and it's a funny story too because when I went down to that fight, I was still amateur fighting, and I went down to watch that fight. We flew to Vegas. We were in MGM Grand, and we snuck down to the cage area before the fights even started. So we're in the cage area down there, and I guess they thought we were fighters or whatever, but like we got through security. We were down there by the cage, and guys usually morning of they're in the cage, they're moving around, getting a feel for stuff. But we were down there, and I'm standing there, and like I'm looking at Brian Stan in the cage. He was talking to somebody, and next to me, just standing next to me like this, is like, hey, what's going on? And I look, and it's short Uriah Faber, and he's looking at me. He's like, hey, what's up, bro? And I'm looking at him like, I'm like, what the heck? And he just like talks to like another person. I'm like, oh my God.
He's the best. I hear you. I love, dude. Well, and Uriah, I might have even told this show in a previous episode, but he came up to me once Octagon side and he was like, hey, what's going on, man? I'm like, no. I didn't have long hair at the time. I'm like, no, it's not me. It's not me. And he's like, no, I know who you are. Whatever. He's actually one I've met a couple times when they were doing that Ultimate Fighter with him and Cruz as coaches. I got to get in there a little bit, which was awesome. But dude, such a pleasure to be in the mixed martial arts community, man, across the board. I look forward to Thursdays every night. We appreciate everyone watching. We hope you keep tuning in. Anik and Florian Pod on Mondays. Hopefully Belal can announce his opponent for 12/19 next week. But until then,
get your merch, people. Get the merch.
Remember the show, episode 9 in the books. Till next week, brother. Later.
All right, brother. Peace out.